Hey everybody, welcome to the next course here in the MBA program, Managerial Accounting. There's quite a few of you in this course. A few of you are in two courses this term, so I know you alternate. We also have somebody new in here. She's not new to Brian. Laura got her bachelor's, and so she's joining the group. So welcome to her. But anyway, got the scenery here. I got the lone runner because of the long journey. My analogy of getting your MBA, your education, and so forth. So that's that. My quick topic this week is attention to detail. I've told you before. I probably hear it too much, but um, I base some of this based on my observations of different students, different classes, things I've learned over the years. So it's important to be paying attention to detail, just little things, whatever it might be. It could be a decimal point, it could be reading instructions. Every once in a while, almost all the courses have projects, but every once in a while we'll have a student who suddenly realizes on Saturday of the last week that, oh, there's this project that takes more than a day to do. Most projects are designed to where it's going to take you several weeks to do the research and everything. So that's where I get the attention to detail part. Some of you may have seen this before. This is from the movie Sing. The 3-year-old grandkid loves this movie because of the music in it and everything. But there's a point about attention to detail if you haven't seen it. But anyway, so where decimal points go. Uh, where is Waldo? If you want to answer that in reply as one of the test questions, you can. But again, attention to detail, being able to notice things. Um, these are good like mental exercises and stuff like that. Back in my Army days, one of the things, I did a lot of things in the Army, but one of the things I did was teach sniper courses. And, the first morning when students would come into class, they'd come sit down at their desk. And then one of us would walk up to one of the instructors, we would walk up to the front desk in front of the classroom and take off. There was about 10 things on the it was Twinkies, a cup of coffee, a can of Pepsi. There was like 10 items on the desk, and we would move it out of the way. And then we say, okay, quiz, take a paper out, and what were the 10 items on the desk? And, but by the end of so the first day people got 3 or 4, and then by the end of the course they got them all. So it's just repetition, learning, and attention to detail. That's my whole point. You must develop the habit of attention to detail, so you can, perfect yourself. Past behavior, I mentioned this last week, those that were in here last week, is the best predictor of future behavior. But that can mean not just school, but your job, things you do in life. And so you have to work on changing the bad habits, and developing good habits. I actually seen this on Facebook about a week ago, and I thought, oh, that's pretty good. And employers, hire you, or if you have customers who are paying for your services, they're not paying for the 30 minutes it takes you to do a task. They are paying for the years it took you to be able to do that task in 30 minutes. So that's just a different way of looking at it. Everything we do, we have to train for, have to learn how to do it, practice. I use push-ups analogy. You can't just get down and do 100 push-ups. But if you get down every day and start with, 5, 10, and work your way up, in about a month, you'll be able to do 100 push-ups. It's the same thing with anything else. So there we go. So ending slide here, develop positive habits, self-discipline, self-management, willpower, focus, and attention to detail. All right, so let me get out of here and we'll get into the course real quick. All right, so managerial accounting. There are, I think, 3 chapters this first week. You got the changing role, dynamic business environment, and what managerial accounting has to do with it. Basic cost concepts and production cost, accumulation, batch. So this course, for the most part, I know most of you just got done with in the previous term with lots of numbers and accounting type stuff. This one has more to deal with how we do things. Calculating. When we get into like just in the business. Depending on what type of business, it could be logistics aspect of it. Supply first in, first in, first out. or last in first. There's all these different aspects to it and how we figure out things. There's also things like upscale restaurants have matrices on how to determine the average time at a table, how many customers can get in an hour, how much to order for Wednesdays. There's all these different things that go into the accounting. It's not just about accounting; it's about managing all of that and budgeting and so forth. So that's what a lot of that has to do with. Okay, so each week here we have the discussions as always. So that's the regular, and everybody, you've been doing good. You've been doing like a paragraph or so, depending on what the topic is. So just keep doing what you're doing on that. Um, I'm gonna skip this for a second. Weekly, you got weekly exercises. All right, so these things here, like these spreadsheets. I don't know. Some of you thought you were done with spreadsheets, but everything is in the book. So I already went ahead and got into like problem 243 here. So all the information is here. If you need help, just get in touch with me. I am still 7 days a week, so just get in touch if you got any questions. But just go through here and you should be okay on that. All right. Back over here. Okay, I'm back. So you'll have the exercises, presentations every week, a quiz. Okay, so you got a couple of things here. You got your financial analyst, you got your, and you got three different things really. You got a community resource project, okay? So week 5 discussion. So you're gonna do this interview. Just read the instructions here. So you're gonna have to get in touch with somebody to do an interview. All right, and then let me know who that person is. All right. And then you have a literature review project. Okay, so I already got that pulled up here. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. You're going to have 4 to 5 pages, which is really 2 to 3 pages, because I think in terms of single space, and then I fix it up and double space it later, so it just looks like it's less to me. So that's just how I do it. But so you got your literature review project here, and then you also have your financial project. All right, so make sure you read through here. I mean, it may seem like a lot, but it's not. It's not really a lot. But it's similar to some of the other courses where you got to find a public company, go to their website, look at their financials, their annual reports, and those things. So right here, select the company annual report. There's a couple different methods you can do as you go through here, but the things you're going to be looking for are chairman's letter, the MD and A, the financial statements, and any accompanying financial statements. All right, and then you got these sections here. So once you get that information on the company you're doing, you go to the sections, understand the content. So you're gonna it has this information. You're gonna do about 1 to 2 pages right here in this bottom part about the chairman's letter. It's like a review of it. All right, then you go into the next section. All right. Here too, you're going to do about 2 pages on this section. All right. Again, you're doing a review. Now here you're going to do the financial analysis. All right. And same thing here, common size income statements, and then your findings and conclusions. So you're going to end up with 2 spreadsheets, and one for the income statement, one for the balance, and then a report for the section, the Word document. That's going to be, so pretty much all here. The format is laid out. All right. So should be all straight. So if you got any questions, need help on it, let me know. Let's try and do that in week 1. Because I mean, projects take more than a day or 2. So I mean, I'm just saying that, so you're not surprised later. You shouldn't be surprised by now, though. So, all right. So that's pretty much it. You got the regular discussion. Then down week 5, you'll be submitting your where'd it go? We'll have to put it in there if it ain't there. But anyway, your community resource discussion. All right. So I think that's all of it for now. And again, this week 1. So if you got any questions, need help or anything, get in touch. So most of you have been in touch with me at one time or another. So no problems there. With that, I will let you go. My test question, besides the Waldo, is what's going on here? Depending on where you were at or where you live, up here in St. Louis, we had that snow for a day. Uh, so there you go. Let me know what was going on. And with that, I will let all of you go. And just have a good week and get in touch if you need anything. And that will do it. Take care, everybody.